There's only one thing better than a keto quiche on a Saturday morning, baked fresh for your friends for lunch or brunch. Guess what it is? Welcome to the Keto Baking Mechanic, where we create, tweak, and enhance keto and low-carb breads and baked goods. Hi, I'm Sherry Mack. You'll always get the recipe link in the description. Be sure to like the recipe. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be informed when I have other videos coming down the pike. The one thing that's better than baking a keto quiche on a Saturday morning for your friends is baking a keto quiche with a sourdough discard crust that uses very few ingredients and it takes very little time. We are going to start by making 4 crispy slices of bacon. Okay, we're going to start by making the crust, and we're going to use a strainer or a sifter, whatever you have is fine. And we're going to add our dry ingredients into the sifter or the strainer. This is almond flour. And the only other dry ingredient is xanthan gum. We're going to pour that in there too, so it gets immersed into the almond flour. Okay, so now you don't have to take this step if you buy ultra fine almond flour, but if you can't get your hands on it, no worries. You just want to put it through the sifter. In order to prepare and bake this keto sourdough discard crust, you're going to have to start with a keto low-carb dehydrated sourdough starter that you're going to bring to life over 4 to 6 days, depending on your environment. And then once it reaches the top of your 16-ounce jar, you can then start baking with your living keto low-carb sourdough starter. You can get the starter on its own, or you can get the starter plus the membership. With the membership, not only do you get the starter, but you also get video trainings on how to bake 3 different styles of keto, low-carb sourdough breads and baked goods. It's a membership because there's steps involved that you take in order to amplify the fermentation process of the breads so that when they're done, you have super healthy keto low-carb sourdough breads. And the steps to get there are different than what is done in traditional sourdough baking. Hence the membership. You need to get that training. You also get free cookbooks, 28-day keto Kickstarter guide. You're part of a community of other bakers so that you can share your journey with them, post your pictures, ask questions, and so forth. It's really a great deal. And it's only $99 Canadian right now. It's on sale. Next, we're going to do our sinless sourdough living starter. Okay, so you can see it's reached the top of our 16-ounce jar and it's ready for use in baking. So I don't have to stir it. I can a little bit if I like, but without making too much of a mess, because I always do, I'm going to add the starter into the cup, a cup of it. And then what's left in the jar will be refed and left for a day or so until it reaches the top of the jar again. Then you're ready for baking again. Okay, so we have a cup here. And I'll pour that in. And I'll just put this, there we go, aside. And the last ingredient is melted, unsalted butter. And I want to just, I'm not going to pour it because it is a little warm and I don't want to ruin the active starter. So I'm just going to mix that into the almond flour. We don't want to kill it before it actually goes into the crust. And I'm going to add the butter slowly around the edge here, a little bit at a time, mix it in. Now, this is very similar to the 3 baking crust that I also have on the channel. What I like to do is I really like to use the same simple ingredients to make a variety of traditional cooking or these are the only useful for all ingredients and transform into memberships. So as I was there, baking crust uses also for our quiche crust, which is because it's always just budget for salt free, for salt because we don't need to add a load of sodium in the actual sugar. So add salt to the quiche or buy salt to the quiche. So I can make this anyway. I need some like you're making for a local bread. You always watch how you take your sodium. That beautiful smooth crust. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes so it can meld together and firm up. Okay, so while we're waiting for the dough, I'm going to get the quiche ingredients ready. We have see what we have. Oh yes, we definitely have a cup. I'll put that here so we can measure it. I'm not wasting this cheese. The counter's clean. Okay, so it's a little bit more than a cup. Oh well, it's going in our quiche. Here we go. I'm just going to put it here with the other. Okay, so we're ready to make our crust. The dough has been in the refrigerator firming up for about a half an hour. You're going to want to have gloves and a little bit of water, either from the tap or in a dish or a cup, because the xanthan gum makes the dough very, very slippery is a better word. And so it's kind of sticks to your fingers. So the gloves really help. So what we're going to do, I'll put that over here, is we're going to put the dough in the center of your pie plate. Okay. And we're going to start by just pressing it out. It's a little bit easier too with gloves on. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this dough, try to make it as even as possible around, like it's a little bit thicker on this side. So I'm going to push it over. It takes a little maneuvering at first, but you're going to just keep pushing it, making a ledge. Make sure it's the same thickness. If one of them seems a little bit thin, just work it out. There's our crust. We're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes to Parbake it. And then we're going to let it cool before we fill it with the egg mixture. Okay, so our crust is Parbaked. I forgot to tell you, I had to go back and poke some holes in the bottom of the crust. So okay, in your food processor or mixer, whatever you prefer, we're going to add 8 eggs, 8 large eggs. Okay, now we'll add the 1 cup of 4% cottage cheese. And we're using cottage cheese instead of cream. It's higher in protein. It thickens the filling, and it just tastes delicious. Okay, let's blend this. Okay, so our crust is cooled. We could take our egg mixture out of the refrigerator. We're going to bake for 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're going to cover the quiche with foil wrap and cook at least another 15 to 20 minutes. We cover it so that the crust doesn't get too burnt. Okay, so I just mixed up the vegetables inside and the bacon and cheese and all that. And then we're just going to pour that into our crust. Look at that. Okay, here we have it out of the oven. Our keto cottage cheese, cheddar and bacon quiche made with a sourdough crust. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Wait till I hold it up closer for you so you can see. And I can't wait to dive into this little gem. Look at that. Look at that. Check out the final result, a flexible keto quiche with mega protein and a keto sourdough discard crust packed with extra old cheddar and sugar-free bacon that nicely offsets the hint of tanginess in the crust. It's rich and savory and completely satisfying. Only 3.4 net carbs per serving and 21 grams of protein. If you enjoyed the recipe, please like the video, subscribe, and check out the Keto Sourdough playlist for more low-carb and keto sourdough recipes. Enjoy!